This video covers exactly what you need to know from everything that I've learned from building my net worth to $150,000 at just age 23. So the first step that I wish I would have knew was to actually start building your income first. And this is so important to me right now and for you guys as well. It's because back when I was younger, when I first started working full time, I used to make around $2,600 a month. And then I was also saving $1,500 every single month. I never really focused on increasing my income just because I thought that $1,500 was already a lot of money to be saved every single month. And that just kept me from increasing my $1,500 investing power over time, which if I would have just grew it to $2,000 and I would have used that $2,000 to make me more money, right? By now, I probably would have been at $10,000 a month. And that's just something that I realized. So like, this is why I stress so much actually focusing on your income. This is literally going to be the foundation to your finances, because how much money you make is actually going to dictate how much you're able to invest and to spend. If you have $0 coming in, right, you're only going to be able to spend $0, right? And if your income is $10,000, well, guess what? Even if you're bad with your finances, right, you have $10,000 to work with and to actually rebuild yourself. So just giving yourself a bigger cushion of income is just gonna help you explode your finances. And just please take my word on this. Like I said, now I'm making $4,000 a month, and literally since I didn't increase my income over time and I just kept with the steady raises, I probably would have been at $10,000 income right now if I would have just focused on increasing my income. But instead, I was just too comfortable and I never really focused on increasing my income. So now I'm stuck at $4,000 a month, which let's just say that I actually don't spend all of my $4,000, right? Guess what? My limit is still $4,000 just because I haven't increased my income, compared to if I was actually making the $10,000. Even if I spend the $4,000, that's $6,000 left over that I can invest or spend or just use, you know? So that's why I'm saying, like, your income is really valuable when it comes to your finances. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video right now, you already have a job, which that's a really good start, but just please don't get too comfortable at where you're at right now. Please try to increase your income. And whether that's by actually like starting your own business or just doing your own thing, or even like switching careers or just like learning a new skill, so that way you're able to get into something that pays a lot more. But my preferred way for you would be to actually build something on your own, like business or like content or something. That's why I started the YouTube channel, so that way I can pass all this knowledge on to you guys as well. And even though I did get a net worth of $150,000 or close to it because of the war right now, I would prefer to be at a $0 net worth and just be making over $10,000. Let's just say $10,000, right? Be making $10,000 a month, right? Because that's just so much more to work with, right? Like I said, even if you spend half of it, $5,000, that's pretty much what I'm more than what I'm making right now. So you still have a lot more left over to do whatever you want. And like, your income is going to be your main factor to growing your wealth. Don't know if I already said it in this video, but my goal is to make $10,000 a month. And that's currently what I'm chasing right now, just by building my skills and then just building this YouTube. So yeah, hopefully I'll get there, and hopefully you guys can increase your income as well. So let's move on to the number 2. So the second thing that I got for you guys is to actually simplify your finances, right? Your finances doesn't really have to be too complicated, right? You just need a good budget, right? I created my own budget. You can follow the 50, 30, 20 budget, which is just 50% of your income goes towards your needs, 30% goes towards whatever you want, and then 20% goes towards investing. I currently did it a little bit different just because I didn't want like those set amounts, right? I actually wanted more to invest, since I don't really get too much enjoyment from like buying things. So what I did was just 30% of my income actually goes towards my needs and wants, and then 70% actually goes towards investing, since my main goal is to reach financial freedom and just be on my own. And like I said, that money is to literally increase my income. But yeah, just find a budget that actually works for you, whether you want to create your own or you want to take something that's online or something that somebody's already doing, right? Like, you can do 30% goes towards your wants, 20% goes towards your needs, and then 50% goes towards investments. I don't know, but you can just figure out your own budget, right? And pretty much you want to make your main goal is to spend as least as possible. My bad, not to spend as least as possible, but to increase the savings. And then when you make your budget, you're going to actually be able to tell how much 3 to 6 months of your monthly spendings is. And that's what you want to really save towards. That emergency fund is literally just going to cover your tail if anything happens. And also, what I mean by simplifying your finances is every single week or month, you're going to actually want to sit down and actually go over all of your finances, everything that you made, everything that you spent, everything that literally has to do with money, you want to track it. Like for me, what I do every single Sunday, I sit down and actually review all of my finances, everything that I spent throughout the weeks, and then my credit cards, right? My debt, how much my net worth is. I review all of that. I also review like if I have my 6 months of emergency. But you just want to have a good overview of all of your finances so that way you can actually keep track of it. And what I used to use back then to actually review my finances, I used to use a bank service app called SoFi. And SoFi is my main bank. They have a little thing on there where you can actually see all of your accounts, your credit cards and everything. And then all in one platform, you're able to see, I might pop it up somewhere on the screen, but you're able to see everything from like just pretty much every single transaction, right? And now I'm currently using a little like notebook, right? And I just keep track of everything. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but just keep track of everything. And like, you could just figure out your own way on how you want to track your finances, whether it's by your bank or like downloading a finance app, or just figure out something where you can just review your finances every single week or month if you need to. And now that you simplified your finances, the next thing that I want you to do is actually control your spendings. And what I mean by control your spendings is like in your daily life, like whether you're working or whether you're out with friends, just try to refuse on buying things that you actually don't need or that you just really want in the moment that you know it's not going to benefit you or just literally is going to crush your finances. Trust me, I know it's not going to be easy to actually have like set limits on certain categories, right? On my daily life, I still struggle with just like not spending too much on food, or if like I want to go to like a restaurant that I haven't had in a few months and stuff like that. Like I fight the battles between like either buying it or not buying it. And that's kind of what you got to do. And at the end of the day, I just tell myself like, okay, I'll just wait till tomorrow and just see what happens. And then when I do that, I'm usually just grateful that I didn't actually spend $30, $40 on just a little meal. That doesn't just apply to like food. That applies to like shopping or like entertainment or just any expense that might just come up on your daily life that's not like a need. Like I said, just try to set a limit for your categories. And just because you set a limit doesn't mean that you actually have to hit the limit, right? You can just, if you spend less than your limit is, then I mean, that's good because that's money that you gained. But yeah, the main goal is to actually try to save as much money as possible throughout the month. And now that you set a budget, you increase your income and you simplified your finances to where you're reviewing it every single month, the next thing that you're going to want to do is set auto investing. And what I do for this is every single week I have a certain amount coming out for my Roth IRA, my stock investment, and then I also have money that I put to the side just in case for like my YouTube business or just if I need to buy a course to gain a skill. But that's pretty much everything that I automate my remaining saved income is just to Roth IRA, stocks, crypto, and then sideline cash. And if you're curious to actually see what I'm investing into, I have other videos on the channel. Just like, subscribe, and then like more videos like this, I'll just continue to make for you guys. Or even if there's something that you actually want to see from me, then just let me know. But yeah, just try to automate your investing. That way it's as easy as possible. And you also wouldn't even have to think about it. It just comes out automatically. But yeah, my preference for you guys would actually be to invest into your skills. And I mean, it's fine to invest into the S&P 500 and the stock markets and stuff like that. But you're just going to get so much better of a return if you invest into your skills compared to like stocks, because S&P 500 brings around like 8 to 10 to 12%, right? If you factor inflation, that's actually less, right? But I'm pretty sure if you increase your, like if you learn how to do sales, right, and you get a sales job, it's probably going to be a lot more than your 7 to 8, 10% increase, you know? Like it's a lot easier to double your income than to double your investing returns. But yeah, just make investing for you as easy as possible, whether you're investing into the skills or you're investing into the stocks. Now, the last thing that I got for you guys, if you actually want to master your finances, is to actually build leverage. And when I'm saying build leverage is to actually like take advantage of the time that you have right now, whether it's to invest or to actually start increasing your income, because the younger you start, the faster you're going to get to your goal or wherever you want to end up at. And even if you're just going to get into investing alone, like compounding is literally the best whenever you're young. So just why not start now? Because if you're going to do it, or if you want to do it, why wait to delay on your results? You know, time is literally the biggest key factor in building wealth, because if you give yourself 40 years to do one task, which is to increase your income, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to increase your income over time. Or if you give yourselves 40 years to increase your stock portfolio, like I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do it. And I don't know if you guys heard of the stat, like if you invest into like an ETF or S&P 500, something safe, you have less than a 1% chance of losing your money if you invest over 20 years. This is why long-term investing is literally the best investing besides like building skills. But yeah, another way that you can also build leverage is literally building your own business, because at that point you're going to be able to actually hire on people or hire on like marketing agencies and stuff like that to actually do the work for you. And if your business works out and you're able to scale it, then I'm pretty sure you're going to be making more money from your business than you are from working. And yeah, just staying consistent and just repeating the process is literally just going to give you so much more leverage, because if you keep repeating the process, right, it's just going to compound and it's also going to stack, right? But yeah, if you take everything that I said in this video and you start doing it, I'm pretty sure you're going to be a lot further ahead. If I'm able to grow my net worth to $150,000 from what I already know, not from what I didn't know. And when I say didn't know, like I'm saying like my knowledge on top of everything that I learned that I didn't apply is literally what I'm telling you in this video. So if you guys have any feedback or if you guys have anything that resonates with this video, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you think and what your opinion is and how far you are into your journey. And pretty much the simple concept that I came up for this video is make more, spend less, invest into yourself or assets. And I'm pretty sure you're going to get to whether it's financial freedom or wherever you want to be at in a couple of years. Now, this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. This is something that might happen within the next like decade or so, which it took me 4 years by literally doing everything that I said in this video, besides increasing my income to get to $150,000. But now that I reached that $150,000 mark, compounding is literally just going to help me boost it. Plus, I'm going to start focusing on increasing my income. And yeah, we'll be at $1 million hopefully soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys want to see how I spend $1,884 in the month of February, this is literally my full breakdown to how much I made, how much I was able to save, and how much I spent, which is literally in the title. But if you guys want something you guys can relate to and see how I do my bills and stuff like that, then just watch this video. See you guys around the channel, and yeah, hopefully you comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you guys soon.